Hey everyone, I wanted to make this video for the OMI token holders that have had trouble getting their money off of Bitforex. Um, I've been, as we know, back in February, I believe it was, says it here, but Bitforex kind of went down. There was no information about it. Checked on Twitter, they had tweeted prior to that a couple weeks, I believe, and then they went ghost forever. Then in July, they resurfaced. They said that they were going to allow to release some funds. You couldn't trade or anything. At that point, I tried to get my OMI token off of the exchange, but typically what I'll do is I'll send $5-10 just to test and make sure I'm putting the right address, double triple checking, and I didn't. I wasn't getting the money, so I figured they were just gonna take, or it wasn't going through for the time being. Going to be probably 2 months later. All of a sudden, in the middle of the night, I get a ping that I received the money. It was like $10. But it's and so I try to log in at that point, try to get the rest of the money now that I was able to confirm it. And in reality, and that's it. The website was completely ghost. Then I remember seeing a tweet that said, "It's gone." All right, so I figured. I mean, honestly, since like February, I figured I lost my money. Um, I try to reach out to Ecomi, VV, different influencers, the shield the coin, and pretty much everyone's like, "You're screwed," or they were just basically throwing in your face, "Oh, you're an idiot. How could you leave your money in the exchange?" Well, just let me briefly before I show you guys exactly how to get your money off of there. I basically this is the only thing I ever keep in exchanges, except for the OMI token, and that's really because when it was in the gold chain, I tried using it, tried adding it to my trust wallet. It was kind of a mission. I would have trouble moving the money, so I really felt Bitworks was the only safe place, even though they tell you don't keep your money in the exchanges. Um, I I kept it on there. It seemed like a pretty worked fine. Seemed like a good exchange, but obviously now, hindsight, nothing's safe. Honestly, I've even lost money in reality in Coinbase, right? So really keep your money in your wallets. That's the only way you can really be safe. Don't trust none of these people. They're all pretty much out to try to steal your money. All right, protect your funds at all costs. Now, when you go to the for a long time, like I said, the website was actually just completely blank. So I figured, I lost this money, but I've been paying attention, and so yesterday actually, saw the logo, the Bitforge logo. So I said, let me just double check it. So I did, and sure enough, this thing came up again. When you go to bitforex.com, this is what comes up, and I think this message is what was up before, but for a while it was completely blank, or the website wouldn't even come up. But now, so you get this essentially, they're saying the authorities blocked them out, and that I guess they're still working on trying to get the exchange back up. I doubt it, but I'm sure it's worth a try. Now, the way make this long story short, the way to get your money is, when you pull up here, I'm not showing it in the screen, but on the top right hand side, there's gonna be a login button. Okay, when you go in there, log in. I mean, I'm in the U.S., so I I don't remember. I think I must have done KYC before. I don't really remember, to be honest with you, but either way, I was just able to log in with my regular credentials. All right. Once you log in, then it's gonna take you to the assets page. You have to go to the OMI token and just press withdraw. I'm not gonna show that part. I'm just gonna stick to the withdraw page. Okay. Once you get to the withdraw page, then you're gonna have your OMI token here. All right. Now you have to pick. It's no longer gold chain. Is the ERC20. Okay. In your case, you have to figure out where you're gonna put the money. I didn't really do, a lot of research on where. I just know that back in July when I tried to move the money, I was able to move it into a trust wallet, okay, as an ERC. token. All right, so I know that worked. So you have to go to your Trust Wallet, copy the address for to receive, right, on your Trust Wallet to receive, and then you take that and you add it here to where it says withdraw address. You pick your chain name ERC20, then you put withdraw address, you put it there, and then uh, obviously usually what I do is I test the amounts, do $5, $10, but I tried it yesterday again. I think it was like $20, and it just wouldn't go through. It was stuck at 25% down here where it says complete. It said 25%. So basically, I didn't want the same thing to happen. As if you can see that first transaction that I tried, 2005 tokens. No, excuse me, 100,000 OMI tokens back in. I guess I did it in August 6th, 2024. But I'll be honest with you, I checked and I don't think I got it until like the end of September. All right. And so typically that's not typical. That usually takes a couple minutes. Sometimes if it's very busy, then it might take a little longer. But in reality, it's a few minutes and the money's there confirmed on the blockchain. So I did do it again for the 500,000 OMI, and it just got stuck there. But last time, like I said, the next time I came to check, the website was gone completely. So I don't even want to take a chance. So what I did is I quadruple, triple, million times I checked, verified that I put the right withdrawal address, okay, there. And it'll show you here where you says view address. You'll see which address it was just to confirm the old one, the withdrawal address. Then you put the max amount. Once you put, you can test it like I did. And wait an extra day. But again, I don't know how much longer this thing's gonna be up. So what you once you put submit, then it'll tell you, it'll send you an email. It's gonna ask you to do a verification code for your email, verification code for on your phone. If you Sometimes the one for the email takes a little while, so you have to be a little bit patient. It might take 5-10 minutes, but once you receive it, don't send the phone text to yourself, the verification to the phone yet. Wait till you receive the email verification. Once you receive that, then request the phone one. Okay, it says it's the email one is valid for about 10 minutes. Put the email one in, and actually let me backtrack a little bit. Since it takes that long, then the transaction fee is gonna change from that time, from the 5-10 minutes. So really, the way I was able to get it out was go back here. Once I received it, then I got out of the submit area, came back to here, just canceled out because it's a pop up. Then I went here and resubmitted. Did the max, resubmitted because the transaction fee changed. Resubmitted. Once I resubmitted, then the transaction fee was okay. I put in the withdrawal. Sorry, the verification for the email. Then I requested the verification have them send the verification through my phone, and then I submitted it. Like I said, I ended up doing 2 transactions. They both ended up staying at 25%. Typically, I always wait 100% of the time for the transaction to clear. But honestly, at this point, for me, it's almost like it's lost money. And so I said, let me just take a chance. And I submitted it. And so last time, like I said, it took like a month and a half. I did this yesterday. You can see in the afternoon. And then I actually received it this morning, probably around 10 or 11 a.m. I received the first one, and then a few minutes later, I received the rest into the Trust Wallet, into the OMI, into the slot for the OMI token. It'll say OMI ERC. That part you're gonna have to figure out. Just go and copy the address go to CoinMarketCap, copy the address there, add it. Make sure you add it to your Trust Wallet. It'll say OMI Ethereum. you know. But that you'll be able to see it now. I haven't done this in a while. I believe you're gonna have to double check yourself, but I believe it's this one right here. Let me see. Let me double check. Yeah, you're gonna have to double check yourself, but yeah, it should be this one right here. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, you can do it. I'm not sure exactly how to do it with base, but I'm sure. Like I think, believe this is the one I did. You're gonna have to make sure you add it to your trust wallet and you verify that it's in your trust wallet, and maybe just send yourself, a couple bucks to make sure it's in there. Now, in all reality, more than likely, I'm assuming this token's dead. But this is one of was probably my favorite project. But after being in crypto for a long time, or since probably 2021, I realized that the best projects not the ones that wins or the ones that make money. It's really the ones that get pumped, right? I remember there was not an article, but I remember there was a report that came out that essentially the tokens that pumped the most, that grew the most, were the ones that essentially got pumped by the influencers. And so that one goes to show me that other than Bitcoin, pretty much everything likely is a BS coin, right? Useless BS coin. Now, that doesn't mean you can't make money on it, because you might be in the project that actually is a good project. Excuse me, that actually gets pumped properly by the right influencers. And eventually, if they do it right, then maybe they can get enough money to actually make it a good project. But I mean, just to show you that, the VV app is probably one of the better products that you can possibly find. And even then, this thing uh, really did nothing. In reality, I think a lot of it has to do with the tokenomics of it. I think the team really wasn't the most educated as far as it came to blockchain or how to make create the right tokenomics. And at this point, I mean, I have to do some research, but I'm assuming that since 2021, 2022, when this thing was at a decent height, I'm assuming that they probably dumped a ton more OMI into the circulation. So that's gonna make it that much more difficult for the just because something went to, let's say, 1 cent before, it doesn't mean that's another thing I learned. Just because it went to 1 cent, you think, just hold it. That doesn't mean it's going to go back up to that. It might never get back to an all-time high, right? If the tokenomics are not right, and if they keep dumping coins in circulation, if they're not doing any proper burning of tokens, then it's just going to be the same noise, same thing. You're just going to be holding a bag for a long time. But still kind of believe in the I believe in the technology. So I think these guys can potentially figure it out. They get with the right people. Obviously, they got Disney, Marvel, all these people. So assuming something should be good, right? But I mean, this is at the bottom. I mean, everything's at the bottom, really. But um, I think, yeah. I mean, I just wanted to show you this. Uh, and I want to also say something about when I pretty much thought I lost my money. I've been a heavy supporter of this company, of this entire team, of the influencers, and when it hit the fans, honestly, all these people were like just laughing in people's faces, like, you scrub, you lost your money, you're so stupid. But in reality, like, this is the only thing. For some reason, I'm an idiot. Yeah, no, this is the only one I actually kept in exchanges. Um, and it was because of the lack of ability to just put it into a simple wallet and keep it like every other coin, no big deal. I felt like this was just a mission the way they wanted it, uh, the way it was done. But either way, the only person that I remember doing a proper video that didn't make me feel like a scrub was Cavell Anderson, to be honest with you. And a lot of people hate that guy, but in reality, he was the main guy in the beginning. And now I've been looking up some videos, and he's still there, at least telling the truth. But in the end, you know when everything was bad, he at least he was like, "Hey man, maybe you probably lost your money, but maybe there's hope." Blah blah. Everybody else is like, "Oh, not your what is it? Not your keys, not your coins." Which yeah, thanks, appreciate that, buddy. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to make this video for people that there's no more than likely that money's lost, but at this point you're holding a bag. Might as well stick to it. You can sell it, try to capture whatever difference is. The other thing is, maybe I'm wrong, but when I was looking at the money, I had a certain amount, and even though I got the same amount of tokens, I ended up with only the value. So let's just say it's $10,000. The Bitforex said you have this many tokens and it's $10,000. When it got to the trust wallet, and I'm assuming it's the exchange rate, not the loss of coins, because it's still the same amount of coins, less the fee. Uh, but apparently they evaluate the coin at a different price. So as we can see, let's see if I can bring this thing. Hold on. So the different exchanges have the different price. So I'm not sure. I'm assuming because of the rate that the Trust Wallet has, it was about 25%. Right? It was no longer like, oh, you have 10,000. No, it was like 2,500. But I still had the same amount of tokens, so that's good enough for me for now. Um, that's pretty much it, man. I hope this thing actually does something at one point or another. I hope that uh, you know you come up with something. I doubt it, but you have the right to at least lose your money by you holding it. Go out blasting, as they say, instead of just like get undercut and get your money stolen by some random authority because you had your money in some random foreign exchange. I mean, but that's my fault. I take full responsibility, but at the same time, Bitforex is that's the exchange told me to go buy from, and that's the one that they trusted, and that goes to show that their team obviously they might be great at the collectible space and that whole thing, but they obviously didn't know anything about what they were doing with the blockchain as far as that goes. And not to like you know talk crap, but listen, I've been researching these guys for years, and at this point, it's kind of like it is what it is. I talk smack about my local grocery store, so it's the same thing. Don't take it personal. Uh, all right, well, I think that's it. I'm gonna start posting more videos regarding blockchain technology, crypto, programming with Solidity, things like that. So again, this passion project for me. I want to make sure, I want to try and hope that this thing does something. But if anybody just send me a message, and then other than that, you know, good luck everyone. If you have any questions, I guess just reach out, and then I'll do my best to help you out. Thank you.